Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Modest Wallet. Today we're diving deep into MoneyLion Instacash. It's one of the most talked about, and I mean most talked about, cash advance apps of 2025. If you're wondering whether it's, the right option for you, or, if there maybe might be some better alternatives, you want to definitely stick around because I'm breaking it all down, the pros, the cons, the fees. I'm going to look at whether this app can just be really helpful for you when you need fast cash. Now, before I go any deeper into MoneyLion, I want to clarify that this review is specifically about MoneyLion Instacash and not entirely what MoneyLion, fully has to offer. Because if you go on their website, there are a ton of other categories. There's a ton of other options available. I would have to spend an hour-long video if I covered everything. I don't really want to do that to you. Now, I may mention a few other options that are within this platform, but the main focus is definitely on Instacash. Also, if you've watched any of our previous videos, you may have seen our video about the 7 best cash advance apps out there. MoneyLion was on the list along with some other popular options. So what exactly is MoneyLion Instacash? Well, for starters, it's a cash advance service that's going to give users up to $500 in small increments. I'll get into that in a little bit. And for premium members, which we'll talk about as well, up to $1,000. Unlike a payday loan, it doesn't charge mandatory fees or any interest, which, sounds great, right? But there are some catches, and we're going to get into those in just a bit. Key thing here is that you need direct deposit to qualify, and advances are typically dispersed in increments of $100 at a time. Now, how much can you actually borrow and how fast can you get the money? So here's the quick breakdown. If you're a standard user, you can get up to $500. If you're a premium user, that goes up to $1,000. Advances are also given in $100 increments, which means if you need, let's say, $300, you'll have to make multiple requests in order to get to $300. Without express fees, which are like, when the money's instantly sent to your account, funds take 1 to 2 business days if you have the MoneyLion account, and 2 to 5 days if you use an external bank. So with express fees, you can get your money instantly, but it's going to cost you a little bit. And so what would that express fee actually be? It ranges from 49 cents to $8.99 per advance, which, if you're consistently using it, can really add up. Here's where things do get a little bit interesting. MoneyLion Instacash might not charge interest, but it has optional membership fees that can affect how much you really are paying. So it's $9.99 a month for basic membership. Otherwise, it's known as the WOW membership. The WOW membership earns you cash back on daily purchases, gives you some insurance options, as well as some other benefits that I will list on the screen. We are definitely here to help you. So in my opinion, it might not be worth your while. It might just be a waste of money, honestly. So whenever you are on the platform, definitely do your research about the WOW membership. But from what we can see, if you're just strictly looking to get cash, then you're not going to want to do this. So then they have the Credit Builder Plus membership at $19.99 a month. Now, typically there is something called a RoarMoney administrative fee of $1 as well, but that gets waived for any Credit Builder Plus members. And so a Credit Builder Plus member can get cash advances up to $1,000, which is obviously up from the $500 max that we previously talked about for people that don't pay any of those membership fees. They also get credit monitoring for free and free access to an investment account. So there are some other perks there with the Credit Builder Plus account, but that's something you're gonna have to look into more. Obviously, I'm not going too in depth in that component of this app. If you're just using Instacash without these memberships, you're fine. You can access your $500 advance literally for free. But if you're gonna subscribe for the credit building features, you need to consider whether it's worth it to look into the Credit Builder Plus account anyway in the first place. Now, when it comes to repayment, MoneyLion automatically withdraws the funds from your bank account on your next payday. You do have some flexibility. You can choose to defer repayment up to 2 weeks once per deposit period. So it gives you a little leg room there. You can push it back 1 day through the app, but you have to do this at least 2 days before it's due. Remember though, please be careful. While MoneyLion is going to say that they try to avoid overdrafts, they will attempt to collect partial payments. So if your balance is, they're gonna try and do that if your balance is too low. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, this could be pretty risky for you. All right, let's just hit on a few pros and cons on MoneyLion Instacash. First, the pros: advances up to $500 or $1,000 with the membership. So you don't have to do the membership, but and so you get up to 500. But if you do the membership, then you can get up to 1,000. So that's definitely one thing that is nice. Secondly, the wide variety of product offerings. There's a bunch of things that I'm not talking about today that are offered with MoneyLion. So you'll just have to check that out. Maybe we'll do a video on the entire website, but there are a lot of things. They allow users to extend repayment dates, which can definitely be nice if you're in a pinch. And there are no mandatory fees, even though there are those membership groups that you can choose. There are no mandatory fees and you can still receive those funds. When it comes to the cons, advances may take a few days to be deposited. So that's something you want to think about. The advances are dispersed in maximum $100 increments. So if you get $500 out, you're only get 100 at a time, which could be pretty annoying in my, I'm kind of thinking, but that's just something they do. There are high fast funding fees. So as we mentioned, if you want that money instantly, you're going to pay some fees for it, like most companies. Many benefits are limited to Credit Builder Plus members. So if you want all these features, extra features, then you're going to have to be a Builder Plus member, and that costs $19.99 a month. So another thing that you need to consider. So is MoneyLion Instacash right for you? Through our research, we found that it is best for people with regular direct deposits, MoneyLion checking account holders who can get faster funding, those who need a smaller cash cushion for emergencies. It's also good for borrowers who won't fall into a cycle of relying on those advances. But if you need money instantly and you don't want to pay fees, or if you're trying to build credit without paying a subscription, there are some better options out there. Now, we have mentioned this in our other video about the 7 best cash advance apps, but if you're on the fence, here are a couple alternatives, and we have videos on each of these. There's Earnin, which is going to give you no fees, but you need direct deposit and a consistent work schedule. There's Dave, which does charge a $1 a month membership fee, but it offers budgeting tools. Then there's Bridget, which offers up to $250 in advances, but it does come with a $9.99 monthly fee. So a couple other options out there. There are more, but those are the 3 that I kind of just thought about. I'll make sure I link those in the description as well in case you want to look into those. Each app does have they have their pros and cons, so make sure that you're choosing the one that fits your financial situation the best possible way. All right, so at the end of the day, MoneyLion Instacash is definitely going to be a solid option. If you already use MoneyLion and just need a quick, small advance, it might be great for you. But the high express fees, the small advance increments, and the membership costs can make it a little bit expensive if you're not careful with what you're signing up for. And I also found it to be a little confusing to the consumer as to which option is the best option. They throw a lot at you. Beware. Remember, you do not have to pay for just the cash advance. Then just as another side note, if you're someone who if you find yourself constantly relying on cash advances, please consider looking at budgeting tools or other financial solutions that aren't going to trap you into this cycle of debt. All right, guys, that is my breakdown on MoneyLion Instacash. What do you guys think out there? Have you used it? Please let us know. Drop us a comment below with any experiences that you've had, and let's just have a discussion about it. Let's talk about it. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you can get more personal finance tips and more app reviews just like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.